The underlining phrase is the penitential character of Lent. Now, what's the meaning of that? It means Lent is a period of penance. And what's penance? Penance is we doing something that we are not comfortable with, or we refraining from doing something that we are comfortable with, like fasting, for example, in order to tell God we are sorry for our sins. That's penance. Now, so if the season has a penitential character, it means that, in a sense, like the people of Nineveh, we are wearing sackcloth and we are putting on ashes. Now, when you are wearing sackcloth and putting on ashes, there are some things you don't do. So that the document states in number 17 that in Lent, the altar should not be decorated with flowers. In a sense, we are mourning our sins. And musical instruments may be played only to give necessary support to the singing. What he's saying here is that under normal circumstances, musical instruments should not be played during the period of Lent, even in the Sunday celebration. But if the songs need some support, then we can have some minimum musical instrument to support in that case, from the typical Ghanaian point of view, we may want to stay with the organ. We may want to take out the drums and the beats and all that, because we have to respect the penitential character of the season. And since Sundays are part of Lent, we have to respect that. Then it states in number 18, it says, likewise, from the beginning of Lent until the Paschal Vigil, Alleluia is to be omitted in all celebrations, even on solemnities and feasts. And when I read this, I was struck. I used to have the impression that the solemnities in the period of Lent, one could sing the Alleluia. But here the document states very clearly, no, we cannot sing the Alleluia even in solemnities and feasts during the period of Lent. Again, the reason is simple, so that we can keep the penitential character of the season. Now, the church has added the Gloria to it. The document doesn't state that one. Now, why do we take out the Alleluia and the Gloria? The Alleluia are songs of praise and celebration. And Alleluia and the Gloria, they are songs of praise, they are songs of celebration. And since we are mourning our sins, we are not celebrating. That is the reason why we don't sing them. And for me, it is also even more beautiful because during the Holy Saturday celebration, the Alleluia becomes very special. The Gloria becomes very special. The Gloria is sung and the bells are rung. And then the Alleluia is intoned by the priest, and the congregation take it even before the gospel, the epistle is read and then the gospel is read. So then we see the transition from a penitential spirit in the period of Lent to the joyful celebration of the resurrection. And that difference is so important. That's the reason why God gave us a rainy season and a dry season. Or he gave us 4 seasons in the year for some parts of the world. So we cannot be celebrating all throughout. In some churches, it is difficult to make the difference between the Sundays of Lent and the Sundays of Easter. The drums go on as usual throughout. That's the reason why there's night and there is day. God has his own reasons. But interestingly enough, on the 4th Sunday of Lent, the church says, musical instruments may be played and the altar decorated with flowers. This is very interesting. The 4th Sunday is called the Laetare Sunday. Laetare means rejoice. And that reminds me of the Gaudete Sunday in Advent. So that as we mourn for our sins, we fast, we do penance, we pray, we give alms to people and get God's blessing, we prepare for Easter. On the 4th Sunday of Lent, the church makes a few changes. One, we may decide not to wear violet, but rose. And rose is a color moving from violet to white. So it means we are getting closer to the Easter celebrations. And so there's a bit of a joy and encouragement to keep going. It's as if we are waiting for the sun to rise And on the fourth Sunday of Lent, we see the dawn. Very soon the sun will rise. So a certain joy. It's the same understanding with the Gaudete Sunday in the period of Advent. Mercy and compassion.